What's up? How y'all doing? Haven't been live in a while. Watching Jackie. You may have to refresh it.
I refreshed it.
Did you? I'm live, so it should be.
It's a reminder.
Anyway, I haven't been live in a while, so I figured I'd come on live for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay. Depends on who jumps in here with me, who wants to talk about whatever. Got Miss Eva with me today. Daily the wonder much over there behind Mama. Eva, why do you always look like you're high? Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. I sent the link out if anybody wants to jump on through Messenger. All right. You don't look rough. You be all right. Come on, Eva. You don't want to be on camera, Eva? Eva says, hell with that crap. I don't want to be on the damn camera, Daddy. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Just I haven't been live in a while, so I figured she'd come on and do a live just to keep my channel flowing. Trying to get things ready with this business and with Jackie and everything else. Can't one mic thing here. I'm like staying up. There we go. So anyway, just trying to survive. Trying to survive up here on the hill. I have no dead air. Dead air. I got dog hair all over my shirt. That's one thing about having white dogs in a black shirt. Oh, she even bolted on me now. She's looking at her mama wanting to say, get up there with you. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Oh, there's Dez. Let me see if I can pop Dez up here into the picture. There's Dez. Hold on, I can't hear Dez.
I haven't talked yet.
Oh, that's why I can't hear Dez. Hey,
I haven't talked yet.
How you doing?
Hi, Bill.
How you doing? I sent your son a link. I don't know if he's doing anything today. I haven't talked to him today. I talked to him yesterday, so I don't know if he got the link or not, or if he's even busy, or he's probably trying to get settled in. Will made that cross-country voyage to his new residence.
Oh, wow. He went to Arizona, right?
Yeah, I think he's out there in the desert somewhere.
Oh, boy. Thanks, Jackie.
She's chilling, watching TV. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. There's Dad.
Hey, Larry.
That's a bot. I've been hit by a bot. A bot troll. Goodbye, bot troll. Oh, Jackie says she got the bot troll.
Cool.
Man, them things are working quick. Dang, bot trolls. I think that's how they're hacking people. I hear you, Bill. I hear you. I know what you mean. That's what we hope all our kids are doing. Mine was on call the other night. Was he on call last night? I know he was on call the other night. And he goes back in Tuesday.
I got one sleeping. Both of them don't work.
Yeah. I was thinking about taking a nap, but I said I'd go live for a little while and take a nap afterwards.
Papa needs to sleep. Just put it up there.
Hold on there, Daddy-O. There you go, Daddy-O. You know, it's the quiet before the storm. You know he's coming, and it gets real quiet. Then the storm comes in. What you eating, Des? I hear something that sounds good. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Hey, I like Crunch Bars.
I ran out of sunflower seeds, so I went to chocolate.
I love sunflower seeds too. Them and pistachios, but I always leave a trail behind me with them darn things.
Oh my god, I love pistachios. Back in the day, I loved the red ones.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were green.
Leave your
and red.
fingers all red.
Yeah.
And now it's bad for you. The dye
What
is
is?
anyway.
Oh,
The dye.
everything's bad for you anymore.
I hit them, Jackie. Did you hit it?
I'm not on YouTube. I'm not even on a YouTube link. So I can go do me the good to hit it.
I've got
myself.
YouTube. I got YouTube on one of the monitors, and then you on my tablet. Hey,
Ready,
Red.
Red. The links in the chat if you want to come in the well, it's in this chat here too. It's in the chat here, and it's in the other chat.
Is Dad in the basement, or is he still hooking
I
up?
don't see him.
Okay.
You ain't seen him yet.
He said he needs StreamYard. He needs a StreamYard link.
You
That
said
is the
something to
StreamYard
YouTube.
link. Oh, I sent him. Oh no, that's right. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot I posted a link for somebody. There
We can hope they don't.
You see Russia may invade
But they're on the
Ukraine,
border.
I think politicians are just trying to hide something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're on the border with their tanks.
I just wish everybody stay in their own damn space.
Yep.
Russia's got enough. They don't need anything over there.
They want everything that all the countries split up. It was big, split up into individual little countries that they were once before, and now he wants them all back again.
Yeah, well.
Because once they start with Ukraine, they're going to start with they're going to hit the other ones too.
I forgot to hit the post pop. I'm sorry, Dad. I put the link in the chat comment and didn't even hit chat. Hit the thing to send it. Whew. See, I'm underneath my blanket. It's 20 degrees up here.
We hit 54.
Oh, cool. Cool.
They'll drop again.
Yeah, I'm having brain farts today. Let me see something real quick. I'm waiting on
Brain
him.
parts are allowed. It's old age.
Oh, okay, it's 36 now. Woohoo! It's gonna be 14
Yay.
tonight.
You're
All
past
right,
the freezing point.
Bill, it's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by.
Take care, Bill.
Oh boy, the party started now. Boy, look at this.
Hello.
How you doing?
How you holding up?
The best I can.
Boy, somebody trimmed up. Look at that.
Wow.
I can't hear you.
Looking good there, Larry.
At least
Santa
maybe he
Claus
said
went back north.
Santa Claus is on vacation.
he's
Yeah,
ready
I've got
for
a lot
for
of
the
lag
beach.
on this all-in-one computer.
That's okay. Lags are allowed. We understand.
I lag naturally, so
you.
we're all good.
You lag naturally.
I just lag naturally, so it's all good.
Hi, Red.
Yeah,
Hey, Papa Rock.
2 weeks of not going to bed at regular time. I have to get up and be ready at 6 o'clock in the morning for a shower. This is going to be interesting.
That's right. You go back to work tomorrow, don't you?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
she needs to.
Oh, shush.
Hey, God. Can you feel the love?
Yeah, I feel it.
This is where I needed to be. I needed someone to put a smile on my face.
There you go. Actually, I don't need to go to work. I'm on disability. My 2 kids
Well,
need to
then
go
why
to
you
work. They
working?
need jobs
Why you working?
because they're not.
Why you?
so
No.
I can have internet and my cell phone and toilet paper.
All you got
I
to do is get a
thought
FedEx
that's-
man.
Hey, that's what washcloths are for, too.
I was going to say corn
No,
cobs,
no.
but I'm old fashioned.
No, I'll stick with my TP. Thank you.
Hey, Dad,
Becky.
Yes.
you need a. Let's see. You need a UPS driver.
No, I don't. There's
Gotta
too
get
many
that
little.
grass trimmed every
I
now
don't
and
like.
then.
I don't like little boys.
Depends how little.
Oh!
I'm not talking about that.
What are we? We are 11 minutes in, and it
Oh!
went south already.
And I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
No, you didn't do it this time.
Boy, this
No,
really
not
says
that.
a
Not
lot.
that kind of little boy. I'm talking about. I like a guy with rough hands who makes a living, who's got chest on their hair. It's not shaved.
Got chest
You
on
know.
their hair.
Hair on their chest. You know what I'm talking about.
They got a chesty hair.
Don't make. Don't make me laugh.
I needed this today.
Red, I'm glad you're here because you get all the giggles today. Oh my gosh. I got tears.
That's a new one. A
Got-
chesty hair.
Yeah.
It must be a southern thing, Dad.
Yeah, I am. Oh God, you're gonna have 3 of us or 4 of us coughing on this. Oh,
Oh, God.
Got Red all choked up.
well, she's getting over bronchitis.
So, since you like chesty hair, do they have to have stomach abs? Abby stomachs reversed? I don't know.
No, stomach abs. No, I like a guy who makes a living, who's got rough hands. Well, you know what I mean? I know. Yeah, you're married there, Larry. That does not work.
Oh, Lordy mercy.
I like a man. You know what I mean? Not a boy.
You want somebody with
And there-
experience.
And there's not enough around, and not enough of them around. So
Like Jimi Hendrix asked, are you experienced?
yeah, they're not
Well,
around anymore. So
If anybody's watching this later on and is looking for a good woman, Des is looking to be manhandled. So just give her a call.
yeah, manhandled. Yeah, not that kind of manhandled. You have to
Well,
be
you
careful
said
on
you
what
want-
you say.
no,
Why?
you said you wanted one muscular with hair on his chest.
No, I said I want a man's man. Basically, someone that makes a living with his hands and works. Not somebody that goes and gets manicured, no calluses on his hands.
He wants a construction worker.
Or man buns. Oh, my God. That drives me crazy.
Man bun doesn't bother me because I had boyfriends with long hair. And I have a cousin whose
Hey,
hair
Dad.
is down the middle of his back. Listen to you. Look at you.
Oh boy.
You are so bad.
I mean, we didn't even get 15 minutes into this show and it went quick.
You need to put in not for kids.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, it's checked off for that. This is not kid rated. It's checked. Not
Okay,
kid
good.
rated. I have
No
no
kids.
control over that, but I mean, I at least did that on my end. So
Yeah. No, put it in the title of your chat. No kids.
Oh yeah,
No
This is
cutting
this
grass.
not this
this is
room. No
what are
kid.
you
this
talking
is
about?
PG plus.
This is barely adult rated.
This is
Yeah.
PG plus.
Good
Not
God.
quite R, but it's not quite PG.
Uh,
Oh, Jackie, I needed them to make me laugh. Trust me. After a week of
oh,
crying 24 hours a day, yeah.
I'm glad we could do that for you.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
came in. I saw you pop in the chat. I was like, "Yeah, she ain't gonna come on," but I wish you would. Dang on if you didn't. I'm glad you did.
I am too. When I saw that, I was like, "Yay!"
Because I
That's
was
what
asking,
family's all about.
I asked there earlier if anybody heard from you today. Because I was worried I was gonna call you this afternoon if nobody had heard from you.
I've been having a hard time.
Well, that's
That's putting it
understandable.
lightly. Every time I try to eat something, I end up throwing it back up.
Well,
Yeah, it's your nerves, your
you know,
stressing.
when you lose
Nerves,
somebody, all you can do is remember the good times, forget the bad times, because you know the other things you don't remember. Just remember the good times, enjoy what you had with that person, and life goes on, and we all go on to our
Exactly.
own end. So,
Hi,
Yeah,
hey
Gary.
Gary, how you doing, Gary?
people are looking at me like it's my fault.
That ain't your fault.
Why
It's not
is
your
it
fault.
He was drinking when I met him.
Yeah.
I tried 5 years to get him to stop drinking.
You can't help an
You can't.
alcoholic that
No.
does not want to stop.
No.
It does, Red. It doesn't matter
Same
if
with
you
a
started
drug.
after
Same
you
with
were
a drug
together.
addict.
You can't stop somebody from doing what they want to do or what they're going to do. That's their choice. I don't care. You know what? I'm married to my wife. If I went out and picked up a bad drug habit now, and I died from it, it's not her fault. It's my own damn fault for doing it. It's nobody's fault but my
Yeah.
own. So
That's
you know what?
exactly
We're
right.
all responsible for our own actions. Bottom line, and that's just the way it is.
It's just like, they're mad because I left him. And I mean,
Well,
after 5 years of trying to get him to quit drinking, if I hadn't left him, where would I be right now?
People
Yeah.
people are going to blame for whatever reason because they need to vent somehow. Whether and a lot of them don't
Yeah.
think whether they believe it's that way or not. They're going to vent. They're going to blame whatever. Bottom line, people need to take responsibility for their own actions. You did what was best for you and your kid and your children. Your boys you have now. You did what's best for everybody, yourself included.
That's right.
And that's all you can do. And if you hadn't, where would you be?
Just like I did what was
right
best
now.
for my kids.
Look where you're at now. You got Travis, you got Matt, and you got a beautiful house and some land. You're homesteading, and you got
Animals.
You did what you did and for yourself, and you're responsible for what you did, and that's what you needed to do.
Look what I did. I packed up and moved out of state to Florida from Massachusetts from housing that was in my name and started a whole new life. And I'm renting to own this townhouse with 3.5 years left to go. I
I'm
want
gonna
to sell
tell
it and
you.
get the hell out of here, but I did it on my own with the 2 kids.
You come to this
Yep.
channel, you're gonna get 2 things. You're gonna get a good laugh, and you're gonna get forced, blunt honesty. Whether you want to
That's
hear it or not,
exactly
you're gonna hear it, and that's
Yep.
and honesty and straightforward. And that's the way I've always been. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know.
One thing I do, I can't help but laugh about. Right before he passed away, he flipped his best friend off. I was like, yeah, that's fitting. Yep. So what he did.
Oh, man.
That is so him.
My mom's been married 5 times, and her last wedding, my cousin's going around. The last time she got married, it was back when they had the VHS, the recorders, the big recorders. So
Yeah.
he's going around video recording the wedding that they had at my aunt's house, and then he's going around recording everybody. And he gets to me, and that's there you go. And they're like, "Why did you do that?" Because I said, "That's how they're going to remember me as being."
That's right. That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Red,
Every
don't
time I see
blame
it,
yourself.
that's my habit.
Red,
I'm just glad that he was able to talk
Yeah.
to some of his other girls before he died. You know, he had a lot of
They
girls.
say that honesty is the best medicine, but sometimes it's also the worst medicine.
You know,
exactly.
I'm not gonna put anybody. I'm not gonna put our business out there, but Jackie and I both been in a situation with the same thing with somebody that drank and had issues, and he passed away, and you know, but the reality of it is the reality. It was real, you know, and Jackie got through it because of her, knowing it was his
Yeah,
choice and what he did.
you can't blame yourself
No, no,
I
because
And
don't
don't
blame
let
at the
anybody
end
else.
of the day,
I
Don't
don't
let
blame
anybody.
myself, but other people blame me.
Don't
no.
let them.
So what?
they
Like I
had
said, they're
no
gonna
right.
blame. They got to blame
They
somebody.
they feel like crap, so they're gonna make everybody else around them feel like crap. And since you were the last wife, they want to make it
Yep.
on you, but it's not you; it's the person. I left Michael because he was a pothead that was more important than his family and his kids, and
Yep.
then also an abuser. I don't need that in my life. That was him.
No.
That was not me.
There you go, Red. I stubbed my toe the other night. First person I blamed was God. I said, GD. So I mean, come on. I mean, we all throw something somewhere we shouldn't. We all do it. We blame whether it's unintentional or or whatever. And there's a lot of people that may not know the true story. There's two sides to every story,
Don't
and
let
then
them
there's
get
the
in your
truth in the
head, Red.
middle. If they don't know, they don't
Right.
have no right.
Don't let them get in
We're
your head
always
because
here.
that's what they
Hey,
want to
Red,
do.
And
And
what
they
makes
know
we're
that
all,
they
but
know
we're
it
always
triggers
here
you.
for you. We're always here for you.
what's most makes
That's
me
what a
mad is
family's
they
all
took
about.
all of his stuff, and just threw it in the trash like it didn't matter. And that makes me angry.
Sure, and it should. I'm not saying don't get angry about something. Don't I'm not telling you you're more than welcome to get angry about things because there are things that are gonna piss you off. All I'm saying is don't listen to the people that don't know the inside story. Nobody knows what went on behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Nobody but you and
Nobody
him.
knows. That's right. Hey brother, how you doing, Micro? The link's up in there if you
I'm
want to
like,
jump
bro,
in. It's here, I'll put it back
not
in
It's
me
there.
okay,
there.
Gary. We all miss a word, or we all do dyslexic with certain
No, that's
words
not
in
what I want.
our vocabulary. Hey,
This is what I
Micro.
want. This is what I want. There you go. Hey,
Micro.
there you go. There you go, brother Homer. You're welcome to come up in here too.
Yeah, I gotta run. I'm working on a computer trying to get my old one back up.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I know somebody will say hi to you.
Hey, y'all.
My man.
Miss Red, hello, Papa Rock. Hello, everybody in here. Yeah, and
Hey,
I heard somebody sound like me. Miss Red, what's going on? Who done pissed you off? Because they didn't piss me off.
Nobody. Hold on.
My
Larry? Larry? I hope you keep in touch with us more. We miss you.
I will. I've just been busy trying to get this other computer up, and with me feeling sick,
I know.
it's been rough, you know.
Well,
I know.
Dad,
But I
Jackie and I here.
appreciate Shaky calling the other night.
And I'll call you if I don't hear from you. I'm gonna call you. So
You know, if we don't,
That's
if we
right, and I
have him call
appreciate
you, just
that.
because we have not heard from you, we make
yeah.
him call you.
Hey, and I
There you
relayed your
go.
message, Dad. I told them all. I told them all that you sent your love and appreciation to them all because
That's
they were all
right.
concerned.
We're all family.
Absolutely.
That's right, Larry.
There you go.
yes.
All right,
All
hon.
right,
Absolutely.
Michael. I'll catch you later, brother.
All right, Papa Rock. Nice to see you.
I love
Good
you,
to
Dad.
see you.
Yeah, yeah.
My
Love
Papa
you.
Rock.
Love
All
you
right.
all.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
yeah. I just,
Bye.
Papa Rock. All right, y'all. Yeah, I just know I just came in when I started my computer. I just finished a video.
Okay.
And I just happened to see you when I cut my computer on. It came up that you were live. And I heard Miss Red talk about something about worried about people. Y'all know me. I stay with drama.
You know, I'm not gonna speak for Red. It's her. It's up to her if she wants to talk about it in public like this. She's been through some
No,
stuff
no, no.
over
I just,
the
I
last
just might
week.
pissed
No,
off.
if she wants to talk about it, she's more than welcome to. This channel is here that people can vent. They can, you know, we're here for each
Well, I'm
other.
gonna tell you right off the bat, if I start crying, forgive me.
But,
It's okay, man.
This past Monday, I lost someone that meant the world to me. I spent 5 years of my life with him,
oh,
and his kidneys and his liver shut down because of the massive drinking that he had done over the years.
oh,
Now you understand why I hate alcohol.
yeah. Oh, okay.
And it's like everyone is like blaming me now because I left him. Well, I couldn't stay with someone that.
Yeah.
And like I said, they can't blame you because you did what was right for you and your son at the time. And like I said, he made his choices. That man made his choices. He was a grown man. He made his choices. And, you know, was he going to listen to somebody? Probably not. He's still going to do what he wanted to do. And that's each and every one of us. That's each and every one of us. We're all going to have to live our lives by our own choices. And whatever the outcome is the fate we have to accept. It was our choice.
But I just want to give you some advice, and anybody that's in here, and I see she feels a certain way, and I learned from my mom and my dad and my first father-in-law, my first wife's family. Because you're not with a person doesn't mean you stop loving them. And I think Miss Red was still. I understand that it might something, you know, because you feel bad that he passed for his liver shutting kidney, but something inside you still care for that man, regardless of probably what happened. I don't need to know what happened, but it hurts you that he's passed. You know, I think that's what's going on. And I understand we're going to shake our heads and say that, but deep down, even though you had your issues or whatever happened, you had to leave him. You couldn't stay in that toxic world, but part of you still love him. And that's why it's making you feel bad a little bit. That's what I'm just saying.
Well, a lot of me was still in love with him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's normal.
You hit it right on the head, Homer. You're absolutely right. And that's all of us. All of us have that in us somewhere. You know, some of us still love people in our past, but some of us still do for certain reasons. And
you're not the only one, Miss Red.
Right.
Well, the thing is we were like this. I mean, to know me, you knew him. You know, to know my smart ass mouth, you knew his smart ass mouth.
Let me give you a little head about a person. My first wife. I got a temper. Got locked up. My ex-wife beat and bailed me out with $10,000 with her new boyfriend. The guys came and said, you know, your ex-wife and her boyfriend's here to come get you out of jail. $10,000 bail.
Wow.
And she came up with the new man. It bailed me out of jail. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because you're not with a person doesn't mean you don't care about that person.
Say hi to everybody.
And you remember the Honeymooners? I don't know if anybody watched that set when Ed Norton and Rob Crane got into it. He said, what I say about Ed Norton is different than what I feel about him. It was a segment where Ed Norton got hurt in the sewage, and him and Ed got into a beef. He was like, nah, Ed ain't my friend. He was just talking. And then somebody told him Ed got hurt in the sewage. It's one of those episodes. And the guy was like, I thought you didn't like him. And he was like, what I say about him and how I feel about him is two different things. And that stuck with me when I heard that saying. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever watched that or saw that episode.
Right. Yeah, I did something about right.
You know, and that's, I feel like what you raised, is that, you know, people's going to find somebody or try to blame somebody, but you can't carry that burden. Only you know how you truly felt about that person, even though y'all been through some hard times. You know, it is what it is. So, you know, you have the right to feel the way you want to cry, because this ain't going to be the first time you cry. Trust what I tell you. You're going to be sitting one day, cutting you some corn, picking your corn, and just bust out in tears. Sure. And nobody's going to know why. Nobody's going to know why. There's a lot of us who lost loved ones where something about, I'm going to kid you crazy not. Have anybody ever been somewhere and smelled the person they miss? Like a scent brung back? You'd be like, Man, that sound like peaceful. That smell like snowflake. You just haven't seen snowflake in 10 years. But if you went past something, you're saying, wow, it smells just like so and so and so. You know, and I be thinking that person is next to you in the spirit form because a stink can come and rush and make you remember a person that you haven't seen in years or a person that been dead for years.
I wish I could. I wish I had a sense of smell, but nope. I have not
I
smelled
tell you what
anything.
type of
I've not smelled
relationship.
anything in 40 years.
I
Well,
tell
you
you
know
what
it.
type of relationship we had. We were up on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which this summer they're going to spread his ashes up there.
Yeah.
And it was like one of them cold summer nights, and I had a sleeveless shirt on,
Mhm.
and the windows were down, and they were locked. They locked on the driver's side. I'm
So
sitting there, and I'm going, roll up that window. It's cold in here. It's cold in here. Well, he started giving me hell, and picking on me. Finally, he rolled up the window and he goes, "Are you warm now? Forgive my language, shaky." But I
No,
looked
you can
at
do
him.
the thing.
I looked at him and I went, "Well, if you keep talking, it's soon going to feel like a fucking sauna in here." I mean, that's the type of relationship we had.
there you go.
And he goes, "Ouch!" He said that one deserves a knuckle punch. So right in the middle of Blue Ridge Parkway, we're doing knuckle punching. I mean,
And that's gonna be part of your healing. I mean, I don't know how long you think, but that's gonna be part where you to get you through it. To me, got me through certain things is think of all the good times. It's easy to think about all the bad times and negative times, but just the good thing, like you just said, y'all had that relationship, and like Shaky said, it was something that was his choice, but you got to respect his choice. But at the same time, I believe, even though he was doing what he's doing, I believe he probably loved you too. He just was in a bag. What we call a bag, you know.
he didn't want to hear. I was the only one, and the whole thing. It was look at him straight in his face and say, "You are an alcoholic."
Mhm.
Hey,
He
Hope.
got mad when I told him that.
Homer, it's funny you even brought that up because I was sitting here. Matter of fact, I made a post in a group that Des and I and Red are in, and I made a post about it. I was sitting here the other day and I started smelling flowers, and it was roses. I know what it was. And my grandmother passed away in 2 days, will be 39 years. And it's just out of the blue. And we don't have flowers in the house. I smelled those roses, and that was her favorite flower. And I think she comes back time to time, and
Yeah,
One
but that's what I'm saying.
honestly,
But as I say, I mean, some people ain't gonna say what I just said because they're gonna think they crazy or
no, it's true.
But
Yeah.
they know it's true because they probably it happened. But what they do, they stay quiet about it. They don't say nothing.
Homer,
They
did I ever tell you my story?
no.
Okay. I knew this guy since I was 15, and we lost contact after I turned 21. And he found me through a mutual friend. It was him, and when we were kids, it was him. Well, kids, 15. It was him and 4 girls. Okay, and he was going out with my best friend at the time. But we were all besties. We all hung out together. It was like the Five Musketeers. And I lost contact with him, and he was still in contact with one of the girls, and I hadn't talked to her for a while because I was moving all over the place. And he reached out to me, and we started talking. We became boyfriend and girlfriend years later, late 40s, early 50s. And he flew me up to Vermont. I stayed up there for 2 weeks, and we didn't do anything because I didn't realize he had cancer. And he was like telling me, I'm not going to the hospital because I don't want to be on line and all that kind of stuff. And during the time that I had not seen him, he was a heroin addict. He was sober from the time he was like 32 until his 50s, to his late 50s and 40s, early 50s, somewhere in there. And he had stopped. He had an epiphany. But when he found out his cancer was getting bad and he was throwing up a lot of chunks of
Blood,
and
clots,
tissue, yeah, and
okay,
tissue,
clots.
yeah. I had talked to him on a Friday, Hadn't heard from him on Saturday. Oh no, I talked to him on Saturday. Did not hear him from Sunday. And this is the year that Trump became president because he was total Republican, total gun toting, total Trump loving, total opposite of me. And
Opposites
yeah,
attract.
total. Well, I mean, I knew him when I was a kid, so
Yeah.
he had a big bark. He had a big bark and very little bite. And so, yeah, like he was like all mouth. You know what I mean? All mouth. And so he passed away, and I got a phone call from the state trooper that he had passed away. And the first thing I asked was, they said it was an accidental overdose. But before they said that, I said, did you find any of his weapons? Because he had 3 handguns. He goes, no, we found bullets and we found empty holsters. And then they said that he passed away from an overdose. I said, make sure you check all of his stuff. He might have sold it for drugs. And he died from heroin, fentanyl, and alcohol. Accidental overdose. I knew it was on purpose because he was so sick that he didn't want to go to the hospital. And for like 2 years, I would sit and talk to him because we always talked at the full moon like all night. I mean, like 10, 12 hours on the phone. And over stupid shit. I mean, he'd be like, Trump, 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 Trump. And I'd be like, la, la, la. And he'd be like, you're zoning me out. I go, yeah, I'm just letting you get it all out there, you know? So what are we going to do now? And then I say something that's like off the cuff a little bit. And it goes to the dirty side. And it's like, I'm like, get your mind out of the gutter. And I knew that would change him into thinking, you know, and we had that kind of rapport. And so for like 2 years, I'd always talk to the moon. And then one night I'm sound asleep in my sleep. And I swear to God, I felt him give me a kiss on my lips. I felt his beard, everything. I jolted up. I looked around. I went in the house. I went out the door looking to see, you know, the front door, see if he was around. He was telling me goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
see, Sunday
And-
night I was talking to Brenda, and this going to sound really kooky.
No, it's not.
Not from you.
But anyway, I've never had that experience before, and it blew my mind. So anyway,
But I was talking to her, and we were talking about him, and I just got this. It was like a feeling, but it was like words were being spoken to me. I'm not going to last a week, and it just like hit me. I mean, it was like,
he was saying it. He was telling you.
yeah. What I didn't know until a few days later that that's exactly what he had said. You know, when he was like in a delirium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Brenda, but I said, it's weird. It's like a feeling I got, but it was in words, but it wasn't in words.
Hey,
And
Red Road House.
it lingered and
Red-
lingered
Red-
and lingered. And it was the next morning I found out he had passed.
Yeah. Hi,
Red Road.
Red Road.
Red Road, you're welcome to come up on if you want. There's the link right there.
But anyway, Homer, so he
All right,
passed
bro.
away before he found out that Trump had won presidency. So he never got to find out. He never got to vote it.
Jeez.
I'm like,
Well, I
geez,
don't
you
know
should have
him,
hung
but he-
out a little longer.
Well, hold on.
One night, Steve and I went to see. He came in the room. He goes, get dressed. And I went, what? He goes, get dressed. How do you want me dressed? I don't know. Put something warm on. It's cold. Okay. So I put on a pair of sweats. I just thought we were going out for a drive. No. I look like hell, and he took me out to see Santa Claus.
So see, he has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
But it's a
So
great
here we
memory
go.
that you won't forget.
It's like 9 o'clock at night. Santa's still sitting there in his chair. Santa was drunk.
Oh wow.
Oh, geez.
Steve
He
and
was-
Steve and I were high.
Oh wow. Santa drunk and y'all too high.
After we saw him, we went over to the K&W, which was in the same mall. And we were getting our food. You know how they give you different plates. A guy comes over, one of the servers, he looks, he goes, where's your greens? Another guy went probably in his closet somewhere. And Steve, isn't that noticeable? Guy leans over the top and goes, I just got one word for you. Visine.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I died laughing. It was so funny.
it was so funny. A lot of kids in high school, that what you'll find in their book bag. If you knew they had Visine in their book bag, you knew they were smoking.
Well,
Smoking in the bathroom. What is it called? Smoking in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Yeah.
I don't know who originally did it. I like the Motley Crue version.
Oh.
we went to this, it's a small
smoking in the boys' room.
restaurant there in Roanoke. Only one opened at midnight. They only served hot dogs and hamburgers.
Wow. We had like a
Well,
Denny's.
the
That's where all the
person
drunk
in
went
front
to.
of us paid for our meal.
Oh, that's cool.
So we paid for the person behind us.
Oh, wow.
That's
And
cool.
so on and so on. And we're sitting there and we're eating. He goes, "You need to
Okay,
hurry
Red
up."
Road.
He said, "You need to hurry up and eat." I went, "Why?" He said, "Because I don't want to get around back to me. I don't think I have enough money to buy somebody else another meal."
This Red, when you said that part, I was in a bar like that. I was in an Irish bar. And if you're in an Irish bar, the guys at the bar will hey, rounds on me, and then it goes down the line and it starts back, right? I was like, Lord, I only got about at least 2 more rounds. That's it. I'm done. I'm gonna have to get off the stool.
I'm telling you, you don't ever go to an Irish pub, and then especially if it's an soccer game, forget it. Forget it. Because when I worked down in Hyannis and Yarmouth, the kids would come into town because they'd work for Kennedy Compound, Hyannisport,
Yeah.
and all the hotels and stuff. And oh my God, they would drink you under the table and then some. They were partiers. You wanted
Oh,
to
you
have a
said
good time,
about
hang out with the Irish kids.
so Miss Red, when you said that, I remember that brought memory for me about bringing it back around. Like you going back to paying forward, and I was like, I can't. I only got 2 weeks. I mean, I ain't got but 2 more times.
Well,
After that, I'm broke.
and we decided we would just go get the buffet. Because once again, it was late at night. And we were teasing the waiter, and Steve said something about all we're doing is dining and dashing. And I looked at him like, "You're insane." Well, we got up here to pay for our meals. They wouldn't take the payment. The guy goes, "Hey, boss, this guy said he was dining and dashing. Now he's up here trying to pay his bill." She goes, "Don't let him do it."
Oh.
Just to give you a heads up, I'm not going to be able to see the chat because I'm taking my tablet outside to go have a smoke. But on the way, tell me what is wrong with this picture, okay? I'm going to show you something. And tell me what is wrong with this picture. Hold on. Got my smokes.
I'm getting dizzy. There's a
Oh,
Christmas
the Christmas
tree.
tree still up?
Yep. It's still up. Oh, crap. Hold on. What did I do with
Froze?
you guys?
You froze?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
you froze. We hear you, but you froze.
There we go.
there you are.
Yeah, what happened was I minimized you into the background somehow.
Hey, Des, don't worry. We drive in and out of here at night, and 10 houses between here and town still have their Christmas lights up and on at night. So you're fine.
Yeah, my bush outside still has its lights on, but I don't turn them on at night anymore. I gotta
Thank
take
God
them
you
off.
said out.
Yeah, I
Get
think
your
it's a,
mind out of the gutter.
but you know what? But that's not weird because I believe there's a few ladies here that is a. I think it was here that had a news thing about a lady. Her son was, got, in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
She never takes a Christmas tree down because she was waiting for him to come home. He never came home for Christmas, and she leaves her tree up. I mean, now she got an artificial tree, but she never takes that tree down. She keeps up, so it's not weird to have a tree up after Christmas. Because
No.
there's a lady here, they did an interview about her. She never takes a Christmas tree because her son's supposed to have been home for Christmas and never made it.
We had
So she never-
an elderly couple that lived just like up a little ways on the road I live on. They're not there anymore. She passed away and he moved in with a grandchild, but the family still has it. But anyway, I'd go down and make sure they were to help them or whatever. And they actually have a Christmas room it stays Christmas all year round. One of the rooms in their house is just a Christmas room, and it's all decorated and everything, Christmas everything, and it stays up year round. And there's
Oh,
people
I
wow.
like
think I
that.
would. I think I would do that. A Christmas room and then keep fall up year round.
I'm
I
gonna
love fall
share one
decor.
more story, and then I'm gonna shut up about it.
All right.
We had went to Washington D.C., which was a bad mistake to begin with because we almost both ended up in jail.
Streaking across the white lawn. I mean, what they call it, the White House lawn.
No, oh God, we didn't know that the tags on my truck had expired,
Wow.
and we also and so when we been up there to bring a friend of ours, his dad's flag to be buried properly. Well, we went up on a base. Well, of course, they inspect
Sure.
car for bombs and all that bunch of other stuff. That's when we found out the car or truck things had expired. I started freaking and I started crying because I knew for sure we was going to go to jail. We had fireworks in the truck
Oh, jeez.
and we had an ounce of marijuana.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we thought for sure that we was going to go to jail. But when I started crying, the guard took pity upon us and let us go. Because Steve was like, "You're going to get us going to jail if you keep crying. They're going to think something's wrong." I mean, but I've never been in trouble with the law, and all this. The guy felt pity on us because I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out because I didn't realize about the truck thing. And he let us go. But God, we almost went to jail. That one split second, I thought we was going to be going to the popo.
Hey, I probably told the story before, but I was working on Andrews. I live just south of Andrews. I was up there working on Andrews Air Force Base. It's now Joint Bases where the president's plane is. Well, I was working. They were putting in new curbs, and they were taking the old curbs out and putting new curbs in. And I was driving a dump truck, and I was right where the hangar is for Air Force One, and they had it out. They pulled it out, and I was sitting there, and the MP comes up beside me. He's got an M16 on. And I said, "Is everything all right?" He says, I need you to put your hands on the steering wheel and don't take them off until I say it's okay. I said, okay. He said, I'm going to tell you, if you take them off, I'm going to shoot you. And I mean, point blank, he says, I'm going to shoot you if I don't see your hands. I said, no problem. About that time, here come the motorcade and Bill Clinton right in front of my dump truck. Bill Clinton gets out of the limo, he was in a limo, and they had a couple SUVs, a couple in front, a couple in back. Anyway, Bill Clinton got out with his wife, and they walked up and got up on Air Force One right in front of me. But that police was dead serious. He says, I'm not going to make you leave. But he said, and he says, just make sure I can see him. And I had my hands up there. I wasn't moving. And he literally, he had an M16 right there and says, just don't move.
Wow.
No problem.
Wow.
We were driving up on the parkway, and the night before this happened, his feather pillow, which I really wanted, but they just threw it away. I mean, they threw all away. They threw all of his stuff away like it didn't matter. It just makes me so mad. But his feather pillow that he had had since he was a little boy
Oh, man.
burst. And there was feathers everywhere. Well, we finally got as much of it back into the pillow as we could. The following night, Ricky, him, and I were up on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and a deer ran out of the woods and smacked into the side of the truck. I saw a fur go poof like that. And I went, huh, that kind of reminds me of what happened to your feather pillow last night. Oh, that made him so mad he flipped me off.
Hey, when I worked for an armored car company, 2 guys got fired. They got to the toll at Baltimore toll for the tunnel, and you only got that little slot. It's like a gun slot. Well, the
Yeah.
dummy opened up the door to pay the toll person. This is in the 90s. And he forgot he'd put a package of money beside the seat. Well, it fell out. When he took off, the truck ran over it and it went poof. Money went flying everywhere.
Wow. That is sad. You lose your job on a mistake like that. But it's a bad mistake because money is gone.
I'll tell you what, that brings back so much great memories right there with Des is watching. You know, I remember being in school and Sunday, you know, everybody got together, played on Sunday because next day was school, back to the day of school. But it was so good.
Look like she's in a cul-de-sac.
Uh-oh.
Look like she's in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So the kids are in the middle of the street playing. That's cool.
That's awesome.
That brings, like you said, bring back memories when we used to be out in the street playing all day until the lights went out.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in West Virginia, so most of the time, me growing up, I grew up in the woods.
Oh.
Well, I grew up in a farm, but we had neighborhoods. We used to ride our bikes too down the road. You know, we go play football with the neighborhood kids down there and whatnot. But yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yes, Gary Johnson. I hope you did stop. That's a good thing you stopped. So you used to do it when young. I think a lot of us did stuff when we was younger. I mean, hopefully we got older and wiser. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
You see them?
Yeah.
They're having fun, man.
They're playing red light. They're playing red light, green light.
Oh man.
I remember those days.
Yep, me too.
Red light, green light, horse. Remember horse? They jumped on each other's back.
Oh.
Jumped on each other like horse.
No, this is red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. And then if they say red light, you have to stop where you're at. And then green light, they try to get to the person that's, starting the game.
Remember Mother May I?
I was just thinking that same thing.
Oh, Red Rover.
Send red light over, yeah. And you got to try to break through each other's arms and break through. If you don't break through, you become part of the other team. Whoever has the most team members win.
Well, I was the weak link on that one.
They turned around and said, you didn't make it, you're out of the game until there was down to one person.
Yeah. You started with a bunch of kids, Red Rover.
Or whatever team, yeah.
Yep. Those are good days. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, but the world with Red, like I say, never hold nothing in, Morning is morning. Never hold nothing in. Just let it out because it's going to be the best healing process of all of it.
And everybody is different.
My whole insides are just like trembling.
Sure. Some people
that's normal.
Better than others.
And that's normal.
That's the way it is.
As many times I think about my dad. My dad been going 25 years now, going on 26. And sometime I could watch a movie and bust out crying because I remember me and him either fishing or doing something. And 25, almost 26 years later, I still get choked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still get choked up thinking about. I'm like, if I see something that remind me of my dad, what we used to do, I get choked up. So I'm saying,
I see him here. I see him at their next door neighbors.
Hey, I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah.
I ain't got no room for the chest, but I definitely have the room for the milk duds.
Yeah, I finished my sunflower seeds, and I finished my crunch.
Wow. So there's no such thing as there's really between y'all two, there's no such thing as being full because you're gonna find room for certain things that you want to eat.
Well, I didn't eat. That's my lunch.
Because she said she didn't have room for potatoes, but she got room for milk duds.
Speaking of milk duds, that's like the color of some of my walls. The interior of the milk dud is the color of the wall behind me. The rest of my house is like that color.
Thank you.
And then the one in front of me, it's called Crocodile Tears, which is a green color, which is like a sagey green.
Yeah.
But yeah, Milk Duds is my wall color behind me, red.
I love milk
You're
duds.
fine.
I
You're fine.
think Travis bought me this because, like I said, every time I've tried to eat, I threw it back up.
Oh,
I can't hold food down.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
It'll get better.
I cry and then I laugh, and I cry and I laugh, and I cry and I laugh.
Yeah. That's normal.
normal.
That's normal. You're not nothing. Don't
That's
let
grieving.
word. That's grieving, and at least you letting it out, and that's time to get better.
Well, I keep thinking about all this. See, like I said, he was about as much of a smart aleck as I am.
Mm-hmm.
And to the point that we could actually play off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
He would start it, and then we would just back forth. And we were doing that one night. Oh, God, it was so funny. My back was hurting me. And we used to have a mutual friend by the name of Puff. And they called him
He
Puff
wasn't a magic
for a
dragon.
reason.
I think he wasn't a magic dragon, was he?
Oh, yes, he was. At 7'4",
Jeez.
300-pound Puff the Magic Dragon. But he would pick me up from behind and like kind of drop me a little bit. It would snap my back.
Oh.
And I said, God, I wish Puff was here. I said, my back is hurting me.
I had a friend like that. Give you a hug and pop your back out.
Instead of Ricky saying, well, I can try it. That's not what he said. He goes, well, I can try you. It went downhill from there. Steve first started with, Ricky, how can you say that to my girl right in front of me? You're supposed to be my best friend. And Ricky's like, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Because that's what you said. And I went, yeah, that's true. That's what you said, Ricky. I don't think Steve would really appreciate it if we did that. And I mean, it was on and on and on. Ricky just laid back on the bed and went, when you quit fucking with me, then we'll finish this conversation. Because we were having a blast just messing with him.
Yeah. That's good.
It's always good. Remember the good.
That's what I say. Remember the good times and the laughter,
It'll get you through it.
Yeah. That's it.
Even after we broke up, we went to a munch. And he was sitting at one table, I was sitting on the other table. But they were like right beside me. And even after we broke up, we sat there holding hands.
Yeah. And that's the best. That's the best friendship. Whatever people want to call it. It's ex-ship or ex-friendship, or how people call it. I don't know what people call things. Everybody making up names for new stuff. I'll be like, what? I don't know. I become my dad. Like, what? What that mean? You ain't hip. You ain't down. You don't know that? I'm like, nah, I don't know what it means. I made a joke in the lodge the other day. Said, yo, that's the bomb. Everybody like, what? Remember that was a bomb?
Well, this
and
one
then
particular
11,
night
you didn't want to say that no more.
This one particular night at this munch, a friend of mine pulls a chair, sits in front of me, and she's sitting where the back is, like, where she can lean on it like this. She goes, Red, I'm going to kidnap you, put you in my basement, and keep you forever and ever. I know it sounds kind of creepy.
No, it sounds like the Bugs Bunny cartoon with the big hairy guy.
Oh, the
my brother
snowman. Yeah,
well,
that's my brother
Steve, we were actually fighting this day. Steve said, well, you're going to have to give her sex once a week. I looked over at him. I went, why? You didn't.
Oh, that's great. 1 point on the 1 point to many on the chalkboard.
Well, Red, we were thinking about you the other day, matter of fact, because they'd opened a new vape shop, smoke shop down in town here. Walked in, First thing I see hanging from the ceiling are gas masks, hooked to bongs. I'm like, oh Lord, somebody's
Oh
gonna get ate
yeah.
up
Oh
here.
God, you want to get screwed up? Oh yeah.
Well, the owner, he wasn't from Dubai. He's from the country right beside Dubai, and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, he real cool guys, man. And he gave Jackie some of those THC gummies. Oh my goodness! And every time Jackie goes in there, it's like trick or treat for her. He gives her a couple in a package. I think it's a pack of 3. He always gives her a pack. And she's like a kid in a candy store when she goes up in that joker, man.
Yeah.
I always think of Redhead them Fruity Pebbles.
Ah. Have you had the Fruity Pebble things, like the treats?
Yeah, that's what Redhead.
Oh, the Fruity Pebbles. Those I heard it taste delicious. Can't even tell.
Yeah, I ate the rest of that the other day.
Ah,
Big mistake.
is that a big
Oh
mistake?
boy.
I was stoned for 2 days.
Oh my God.
How much of the munchies did you have?
That's how come I got stoned to begin with, because I got the
Well,
munchies.
shouldn't that solve the problem all in one thing there? Because you're getting stoned and eating at the same time. So shouldn't that just kind of work together there?
Oh, let me.
Yeah, believe me,
I
it
just
does. But
it
when you get so stoned, you're hallucinating.
Let me tell
That's
you.
a little bit going too far.
I'm gonna tell you, Red and my lab could make a conversation with each other. My lab could talk with Red. She gonna be like, I know I'm treating my dog with cannabis, right, for joint problems.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really
Yeah.
good.
No, hold up. When I went to put the thing in the mouth to give it the little 2 drops,
Mhm.
I fooled around and squeezed it too hard and put a little extra. My wife was out. My wife was typing. She was doing some work on a computer in the living room, and she was like, the dog just looking at. The dog was high. My dog was high, like just look at her. She was like, she was telling her coworker, like, my dog is high. My dog was high. I laid next to her. And she was just high. She was just like, yeah. She was so happy. She was high. She was doing like this. You know, you rub their neck. And she like
Yeah.
slow motion. She was high. It's like, hey, the whole night she was high. Because I went to squeeze the bottle and you put 2 drops and I squeezed a little bit more than I needed to. The dog was high the whole night. High. My wife said she came over and just looked at her like stoned out. She was like, my dog is high. I mean, literally, you know how funny is when I came away like, yo, Nani's hot. She's had her front paws out, head down like this, just like hot, like she was holding the floor. She was like, I'm gonna stay on this floor. I cannot move.
You know, I know that feeling.
She was like, she was hugging the floor. She was not getting up. She was like, I'm gonna stay on the ground. Her paws out like this. She was stretched out like a puppy with her face on the floor. Like, I cannot move. I'm not gonna move, and that's that.
I swear to God, we went to Myrtle Beach one time, and he turned our bathroom into the tropical forest. I
Oh, wow.
seriously think he was using that shower hose as a periscope. The toilet paper was soaking wet. Every towel in that bathroom was soaking wet. The floor was soaking wet. He got stoned and went and took the shower and tried to decide to use that shower hose. He soaked that whole bathroom.
Yeah.
And then he decided he's going to go down to the beach. And I said, well, what if I get stuck in the, what do they call it? Because we had a sliding glass door to our hotel room. The track there. I said, what if I get stuck? He goes, you're going to have to learn to get yourself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, what are you going to do if I am down there and you go out on the balcony and you get stuck like that again? What are you going to do? Yeah.
Jackie and I went out. Jackie and I were out drinking one
question
night.
asked me because I went, I'll do this. Help! There you go, smart ass.
Jackie and I were out drinking one night. Come home and she went back in the bedroom to change, and she come back in the kitchen. She said, "What are you eating?" I said, "A BLT." She says, I didn't hear you cooking anything. I said, well, maybe that's why it's so chewy. Forgot to cook the bacon.
You were cooking. That's crazy. That's
BLT
funny.
with raw bacon.
That's
But
funny.
in Myrtle Beach, we'd been to this restaurant there, and now this is during the time when they try to stop you from smoking in restaurants. But you can smoke at the bar, which is really stupid because it's only like 20 feet away. What the hell's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, I paid attention to the rules, went over to the bar to smoke, and the owner came by and he goes, Darling, what are you doing over here? And I went, well, the sign said you could only smoke at the bar. He said, no. He said, you go back to your table. He said, you can do anything that you want to. Steve sitting at the table hears this and he goes, don't tell her that. She'll be dancing naked up on the bar. And I'm like, oh God, let me kill
Oh yeah, you gotta be specific with certain people.
You know, like
Yeah.
I said, it was just, we gave each other hell.
Yeah. Right. So those are good memories. See, you got so much good memories that you remember vividly.
Exactly.
So that's what's gonna help you. You know, good time.
Well, one of his girls, because Steve was Gorian, which a lot of people don't understand what that means, but it doesn't matter. One of his girls said, you know what would be fitting? I went, what? She goes, not only when you shake the ashes over the parkway, but shake some pot out along with it.
Yeah. There you go.
I went, yeah, that's fitting. That's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what 20 what's around y'all wait 20 or 20 a 20 sack, a 20 bag, about $25 bag? Something like that.
He was only 50. If he had lived for 3 more months, he would have been able to get a liver transplant, which would have saved him.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, because he would have been 51 in March. But just 3 more months, and he would have lived.
Yeah. Well, he's not, you gotta look at it like you say, he's not suffering no more. I mean, we'd have loved to have him here. You probably still love to have him here. But you gotta think of all the good times, man. You just gotta
the only bad times we had is when he was drinking.
Yeah.
That's the only bad times we had. And then he became abusive and violent.
Yeah. So you just roll you a doobie up, and you just crack one for him on the parkway. You just get you a doobie. Just go ahead and get you a doobie.
Oh, I guarantee you, everyone else is going to be up on that parkway.
You go up there and get yourself.
Go have something. I guarantee.
Go get yourself a doobie.
Look like look. Speak of Lawrence Welk.
Hey!
You know what?
You said doobie. Look who came running.
You're in the dark now.
You came and crack a jar open around him. That's what you said, Shaky. He knows he came and crack a jar around him.
He just like my dogs. They hear that treat jar. As soon as they hear that treat jar, they run. He heard that all the way in Arizona.
You can barely see him.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back.
All right, hurry back, Red.
Yeah, that's all. This is called Unknown Soldier.
That's right.
Dad was here a little while ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I first came on, your dad popped over for a little bit.
I got you. That's cool.
Yeah.
So how's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Peachy.
So come on, tell us good details. Your move across country and your
He's moving across country.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved across country. He's in Arizona now.
Look at my strange surroundings. It's definitely not the country. Kind of crazy, but
Yeah,
you know.
you're looking at each other's backyards. Woo!
What's the temperature there?
Huh?
What's the
What'd you
temperature
say?
there?
It's like 70 or something.
Dang.
30 here
Which
on the
is-
mountain, snow covered everything.
Oh man, yeah, not far from here. That's how it is. But it doesn't take
Now-
long to get up into the mountains and hit the snow. For sure.
Now I got you just wanted to go there, or it was a job opportunity that got you there?
Well, it started off as a job opportunity, and next thing you know, I was working for myself again, and landed a good contract, and yeah, and made some good Well, I had some good connections before I came out here, and yeah, it's just kind of is working out so far.
See, that's that blessing, boy. I tell you, get them blessings every which way you can get them.
Yeah, no shit.
Good
No
people,
shit.
good people, man. Like I said, good people is gonna happen.
Right, that's right.
It's gonna happen.
And you know that's just fun, because I can go right to the store and buy this now.
With no headaches. Just go ahead on up there.
Yep. I went in and felt like I was in a damn candy store. First time I ever been in a store like that. I was like, holy shit. There's all kinds of shit.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Hey,
Lord.
are you close to Jeff?
Jeff, oh no, he's in Albuquerque. So he's about he's about
He's up in
6
Mexico.
hours away.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, that's like, it's funny how certain states, like you got Texas, Pennsylvania, New York, probably Arizona. There's probably a few states where people think that it's close, but you be like 6, 7 hours away from a person. They're like, yeah, I'm from New York too. Like, yeah, I'm from New York, but we're like 7 hours away.
Right. Yeah, I had a guy tell me, a contractor back there. He says, "Well, let me know when you get out there, because I got a buddy that built some pretty big houses out that way. I'll hook you up with him." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." And he was like, "He's in what do you say? He's in Denver, so it's pretty close." I was like, "What? I'm in Phoenix. Like, it's not close. It might be close if you're on the East Coast, like to you. It seems close, but it ain't close. That's like 8 hours
Thank
away
you,
or
Red
something."
Road. I appreciate you coming by. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Take care, Red Road.
Well, like
That's
you
a
said,
thumbs up,
the
people.
contract, but that's a good thing. Like Shaky doing, like, it's a good thing, because when you're doing what you say you're doing, like buildings or homes and stuff, construction, like my neighbor, the guy who worked on her house, she's sending him out to where she got Indiana to fix the house, the 2 houses she purchased to flip. She's sending him out there, so he lives here with her, us in the Connecticut, but she's paying for all expense paid for him and his crew to go to Indiana because she trusts his work. So she's paying. She's paying for him to go out there for whatever 2, 3 months, whatever 4 months is gonna be out there.
Right.
I mean, that's a good thing. Even though you say he's in Denver, but if he's paying the right money, he's gonna put you in a nice hotel. You can go out there for the price.
Right. Damn, it's so damn breezy here. I live at the very end of a neighborhood right now, and then there's like the power lines, and then like miles of open desert until the next neighborhood. So like all the wind hits on this end of the neighborhood.
Okay.
So, but
Do you feel that the living is a little cheaper there from where you came from? Do you see the
no,
prices? Nah.
no, it's way more expensive.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the pay is higher too. Like my footage prices for like walls have doubled.
Wow.
But rent's doubled also. So I went from
Right, but it looked like you got like if we don't see your house, but I'm assuming all the houses about the same. That big square footage. We're looking at what, 1,800 square foot?
it's where I'm living right now is I'm just renting a bedroom while I'm looking for a house. But all the houses are, the typical houses that I'm looking at in the neighborhoods where I'm going are like, I don't know, 1,800 square feet or something. And
Is your daughter with you?
not yet. She's staying with my parents till I find a place.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I'm just
That's
renting
good.
a bedroom.
Well, that's smart. That's good.
That's good.
Maybe
she's
she
doing
maybe she can finish the
virtual
school year
school.
out up where she's at, and then
Yeah.
make the move and make it a
Yeah,
little easier
by
than
the
in another
summertime.
year.
Yeah.
Well, she's in Maryland now, so she's just in virtual classes until.
Oh, okay.
But she's still like in the South Carolina school system, but it's all virtual.
Right.
You know,
That's a good thing about virtual, because like I said, you could be anywhere in the world as long as you just sign in. So you can be
Right.
anywhere.
yeah,
You could be in Dubai and do her classes from Dubai.
right.
Virtual is
Right,
awesome.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I don't like that you can't really socialize right now, but I mean, she can call her friends and shit, whatever. FaceTime with them or whatever. But,
That's
it's cool. But she adapts really well. We've moved quite a few times in her life, so she'll be fine when she gets here. She was funny though. I was talking about seeing the mountains and went up to the mountains the other day, and she was like, "Mountains? I thought we were moving to the desert." And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" Like, it is the desert, but I was trying to figure out what she envisioned. She thought we were moving to like the fucking Sahara or some shit. No, it's not a bunch of sand dunes and open sand and all that. It's not the same.
I'm sorry. I had to take off because I was getting sick again.
Oh,
Okay, Ron. It's okay.
Oh man. So yeah, this is my yard for now.
and a big pool in the back. Look at that.
yeah, beautiful pool.
Wow.
You ain't staying with a drummer, are you?
No,
That pool look familiar.
no. He lives about 15, 20 minutes away from me.
Oh, geez, y'all gonna get banned out of Phoenix now.
Yeah, we're working together. He quit working
Oh, boy.
for his boss, and I found his contract, and he hated his boss. So, and that's where I was supposed to go to work, and I was like, all right, fuck this. I got a better opportunity.
There you
And
go.
take this. And he came with me. So
Perfect. That's a good
Yeah.
thing. You got somebody that can synchronize with you, man. It's awesome.
yeah. So we're relearning our relearning our flow. It's been many years since we worked together. So, and we're in different positions now. Like, when I worked for him before, I was his apprentice, and now we're working same level. So
There
gotta
you go.
figure out how to trade back and forth,
How
being
the times
helpful.
has changed.
All that.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's working out well.
Well, you know
Good.
what? If you mess up, you can blame him for teaching you the wrong way.
That's right. Yep. It's
So,
cool.
Your fault.
Shaggy, you were saying something about your entrepreneurship, right? You was
Yeah,
working on
yeah. I thought I was gonna get a van, but it was too old to get the financing on, so I'm still looking for the right van. And I got a phone call last night, and it was really a good phone call, but I do need to call the guy back, and we need to talk more about it. But we'll just see how it goes with that issue.
I hope you can find that van. Because what
Oh,
you're
well,
going to be
eventually.
doing is, I think, is pretty awesome. I really
All
do.
right, here it goes. I'm gonna tell you how you can try to get some vans. Like even the wheels out there in Arizona, like bartering. Like you got a skill set bartering. Sometimes people be like, I can do this for them. They got a van sitting there ain't doing nothing. You be like, listen, I can do this for you. I got skill sets to do this, and I'll trade you for that van for them skill set. Because you got guys right now in the Northeast. They will like if you have some stuff for them, they'll cut your tree. They'll come out here and cut your tree down for you. They'll do that for X amount, like borrow your lawnmower or something because they try to get their business. Or you got a tractor, they'll come and cut your tree down for you just to borrow your tractor for 2-3 days.
Right.
So there's always some way of bartering for something.
Yep.
You know how to roof, you know how to do certain things. People need a new roof. You're like, listen, I see that truck you got over there. I need a truck,
Need something to haul them shingles away with.
Yeah. Yeah, you need something. And then, and dispose of them now because now what? A lot of people, that's what I'm saying. If you're doing build, have you seen a lot of people using the new metal roof products now? Or are they going back to shingles? Are people still using shingles? Or are they trying to get away from shingles and to use that metal product?
Out here, they're using a lot of clay shingles.
Clay, right?
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if you can see them.
And here in West Virginia, a lot of people going to the metal roofs because of the snow and all, and they last up so much better than shingles.
Yeah.
So I guess it all depends on where you live. You know, your
Yeah.
type of climate.
I've got
I-
architectural shingles on my house,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
not
these
the
are. Let
flat.
me see if I can find a way to show you all these shingles. Let's see. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're just
Yeah, we
they're
do.
just clay.
Yeah. Yeah, those are what they call adobes, Spanish tiles, stuff like
They're like
that.
half circles.
I
Terracotta.
like,
That's,
I
yeah,
like
that's what he's talking about. That's what Homer's talking about. The
Terracotta
same thing.
shingles.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Terracotta, like half.
Terracotta, like yeah.
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 Yeah, and they call those what, the half barrel, the barrel, the ones that's round, like they call it the half barrel. There's terminology.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
Now, Will, let me
Okay.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
I used to do roofing, so I know how to put shingles down, and I had to put a metal roof down with screws. How do you put those clay shingles down? Because you can't nail
So-
through them.
Yeah, they got
I
a
Some
think
mortar or
they got a hole in them, and I guess they run a screw through that hole, and the screw head's
Oh,
big
do
enough
they?
for a nail or something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they've changed it since then.
Hi,
They've changed it
Michelle
since
and
back in the day. Yes, and Homer, it is called the half barrel.
the half barrel there.
Hi, Rob.
Yep, I'm Googling. I've got my 3 screens here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Well,
yeah,
Rob,
because
here's the link if you don't wanna
It's the
jump on.
Spanish and Spanish mission style roof
'Cause you-
is the
yeah.
style.
I'm trying to get a free roof to never use another roof. On YouTube. If you go on YouTube sometime, YouTube be having that roofing come. We're looking for people ever to put a metal roof on top of the architectural things. And I'm saying, you know what? I've been here 7 years, and I was looking at my roof, and I believe when they remodeled this house, we on our last. I think they used the last according to building code. So if we had a problem with our roof, we had to strip the whole roof off. I think they only allow 3. They allow 3 left. 3 layers.
Right, 3 layers. Right.
Yep.
After that, you got to, if something go wrong with you, you got to strip it back down.
Mine
So-
was stripped
I
down.
don't know how we got it.
So I'm trying to figure when the next time I see them commercials talk about we want to get people in your area to do a product with the metal roofs, I'm gonna call them like, listen, come on through. Let me ask what you're gonna do.
Right.
They
Yeah.
did it over my mom's log cabin before she sold it. She had the shingle and everything, but the wear and tear over the years. And what they did was they put the metal roof over the shingle that was there. So that
Right,
gave it
right.
the extra layer.
You got to put
So they didn't have to strip out.
you got to put a fur strip, or else it'll catch on fire
Yeah.
from heat. But you got to put
Yeah.
a fur strip to have an air gap under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they kept the old roof on there and just did that with the
So-
fur strip and the metal roofing.
Say Desiree Snowflake that I gotta go downtown and go get me about 6 or 7 Mexicans in a dumpster and then have them just strip the roof for me and then let that company cook. I tell you, it's about 3 layers already. So that's gonna be too much weight. It's not
Have
gonna
them have them take off 1 layer.
Homer, where I live, going downtown, about the only thing you're gonna pick up is maybe about 4 or 5 cows.
Oh.
I live out in farm country.
Hey. There's Mexicans all over America. There's a spot.
They did.
You just ain't went
My
to.
roof got done. My roof got done by a bunch of Mexicans. I got
I'm
talked
gonna-
to Spanish,
I'm gonna
practiced
get
my
kicked-
Spanish and everything.
I'm gonna get kicked off YouTube. Just go to Home Depot. They will swamp you. Trust me. All you gotta do is go to a Home Depot. There's always people there looking for work. It is. I mean, they line up there in the morning and they're looking for construction work.
Because I
Not
realize
down here. Not down here.
Really.
I realize it's not to knock nobody's, but taking shingles off a roof is the most because you're tearing up stuff, right? But it's the putting it back is the anybody can tear a roof off a house. To me, it seems.
Right.
So as I say, a dumpster going to cost me probably like $300, and to get those guys for probably $100 for the day, about 5 hours worth of work, give them $25 an hour, get me 4 or 5 of them, and now all they got to do is slide that stuff right to that dumpster, call the dumpster company, come pick it up, and goodbye. And then
Yeah,
that
but
company slap
then
that.
they come around with a big magnet. They come down around with a big rolling magnet and they get all the nails up. Because if they don't, you get a bunch of flats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trust
Michelle,
me.
I've heard the same thing. If you got a metal roof, it'll really screw with your internet connection and all.
It will.
And your phone connection. And your phone, your cell phone.
Yep, I've
That's
lived
the other
in two
thing.
places with metal roofs,
know
and I
what?
would have to go outside to
You
get.
know what, y'all? I gotta go micro farmer style. Not paying your internet bill will mess up with your internet now.
Oh, my internet. That's all I pay I pay $125 a month for my internet, just my internet, not including the $5 here, $5 there for certain channels. I don't get any TV channels from Comcast at all.
Huh.
Too
But
expensive.
But you know
Way
what? But
too
that might ring truth if you out in the like you have already bad internet service. Like Southern homesteaders off the rip they got bad internet service,
Oh, I
right?
know.
So that might make a big difference. But for me, I'm in this like city area. Like there's a couple of towers right here, like cell phone towers, internet towers. So we're not gonna have an internet problem. Even if I did put a metal roof on it, I don't think we're gonna have a problem because it's two towers. There's a tower in the town next to me, and there's a tower right here in front of me.
I have a
So
tower down the street, and I get 2 bars on my phone.
And we got
I
a tower
don't
right
even
on
know
next
where
to
the
a jail.
tower
And
is
there's no
around
signal
here.
here.
All right, so that has nothing to do with it.
but you know what? But I learned with the towers in like I said, my research, the towers is how many people are using that one tower. Because you might have one tower, but the whole town is using that, so it slows it up too. So that's
Well,
why.
no, there's different towers, but it depends on your phone company.
Oh.
Because my boyfriend that passed away, the one I was telling you about, he did the cell services, and he had to do the equipment down below. So when he got too old to do up there, he did all the stuff down here, and he took me all over Vermont. So it's got to be one tower here, another tower here, and they have to and then it shoots off to another one. So they each have to have a signal catcher to shoot off to the next one. If there's an interference on one of the towers, he has to go and repair whatever's down below. And if it's fixed down below, then they have to send somebody up onto the tower to fix the dish or whatever up there, because it could be the dish up there. So if there's an interference, it can block your tower until they get there to fix. So you might have signal today, but you might not have one tomorrow because there's something going on with the tower. And sometimes they're lucky they can bypass and go around it, but that's very few in between. And not every cell tower has got your phone service on it. So it could be 5 different cell services on that tower. But if one of them doesn't have it on that tower, it's not going to catch the next one. It's going to stop at the tower before that one. So it's not going to reach around. It's like it's hard to explain, but you know what I'm talking about. It's blocking it to get. It's like, I don't know. It's just blocking it from going.
It relays.
Yeah, the relay. Thank
The
you.
relay gets
Yeah,
pulled.
if the relay doesn't reach to each cell tower, you're not going to get the signal. So especially out in rural, that's why a lot of people have AT&T, because they don't have Verizon and T-Mobile and Sprint or whatever that used to be around. It's just AT&T towers. So when the bomb went off in Nashville, it shot down the whole signal system of AT&T. So my stepdad died because the ambulance got to him just when he was past the point of being able to revive
Oh
him.
wow!
You know what I mean?
no.
Because of that bomber. He died on
Wow.
Christmas, not this past Christmas, the Christmas before. So when a tower gets interfered or stopped or something, it affects everybody that's got that cell tower signal. So yeah. So that's what happens. If a tower is down, it's gonna screw up the whole community, all the towns around it, because it's not gonna get that signal to their tower. So then they have to send somebody out, check the tower, check the satellite dish or whatever that's up on the tower. So the equipment below and the equipment on top. So he did all of that before he passed away.
Yeah, life
I
with
got to
Rob.
see it. I got to see it, so I know everything that was going on. I couldn't repair it, but I could tell you what he was doing.
Rob, you say you taking a break from plowing snow. Wait, I thought y'all was in the South.
No,
You
they're up in
small, you
Ohio.
plowing snow.
No,
they're in
they live.
Ohio. They're up
Yeah,
up above Pennsylvania in altitude. They're up above Pittsburgh. They're up in Ohio.
Michelle and Rob is in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking? What I'm thinking in North Carolina? No, that's Tina. That's Tina, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking robbing them is down the south area.
Because everybody that come around with Lazy Acres is down in North Carolina.
Rob's you're the furthest north in the group.
Yeah. No, Homer's up in Connecticut.
That's what I said. Homer's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought you said Rob. I'm sorry.
yeah.
No, you're in West Virginia. They're Ohio. Then it goes North Carolina, then Florida, and then Arizona.
Yeah, but, yeah. I don't know.
Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, sorry, Red.
And Tennessee, because Billy now is in Tennessee.
Yeah, but he doesn't come on much because his kids blow through his internet. He only gets 100 gigabytes a month. So they blow through it.
But he's
so
still,
he
like I said, I still consider him his family. But like I said, I'm so glad.
He is family. He's family, but we don't get to see him much.
Y'all don't get to see me that much unless y'all come on another live and I'm running my mouth and cussing.
If I'm lucky to find the same group that we follow, because I don't follow everybody. Yeah. I'm not a homesteader. I'm not a gardener. I just happen to stumble upon these guys because of Jason Crocker.
Oh.
You know, so.
Yeah, I don't watch him or his brother.
Oh.
Yeah, I watch now. They're on their new home. They're on 68 new acres. They're starting it over. They're selling their properties, and Danielle, Jason's girlfriend, and Jared and him are all on 60 acres now.
You know, Des, it's funny you say that because I'd never been a fan of them. I watched them a long time ago, and some things kind of turned me off. But one of his news coffee chat popped up on my suggestion this morning. I actually watched it.
Yeah.
And I look at him with different eyes now because of what he said. You know,
you have to.
He's changed. I think he's changed a lot, and I think he's
since him and Jaylene are no longer together, and he had that break of the 2 years, and he met Danielle. His changed a lot.
Yeah, he seems a lot.
He's changed a lot
now. Because he.
I mean, for the best or the worst?
No, he's a lot
better for the better.
He says, you know, because he even said that, you know, I can't go back and change the things. He said, you know, I've burnt bridges, but he says, you know, just get to know me as a person. He said, you know.
He said there's people that went to the meetup that didn't like him online and met him in person and like him 10 times better in person.
They just seem so arrogant online, though.
Yeah, but that's their personality.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. My boyfriend was so arrogant, I couldn't stand him half the time, but I loved him. It's just people come off around certain people very arrogant, but you get to know them one-on-one. And I just look, me, the snowflake, okay? They're gun-toting Republican hunters, all right, and Southern boys, and I'm like, I like them. So I saw right through their bullshit.
Wait. You said, hold on. You said the Republican hunters. Who's a Republican hunter?
Jason and Jared and Matt and George and Melanie. That whole group, they're Republicans and they're hunters and they're fishermen and they're
Are hunters and Republicans the same?
Jason even said that his brother Jared is different now because when he first started YouTube, he didn't give a damn and he was going on there just saying whatever he wanted to and he said that, you know, he has changed and you know and he's not like that anymore. He's more respectful of people.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out. I'm in a group of Democrats here.
No,
I'm the only snowflake. What do you think? I've got Peaceful Snowflake for a nickname.
That could be liberals. Y'all can be a bunch of liberals.
I'm an independent.
Right. I'm a libertarian, so I'm kind of a, you know, so leave me alone and I'll leave you alone, but don't come mess with me.
I think I'm
Yeah.
I think I'm registered as a constitutionalist.
What's that?
I'm registered as a constitutionalist, I think.
Gotcha.
I never knew that was an option.
I didn't hear it either, but hey, I'm learning.
Right,
well, I am a Trump supporter. I'm not going to be running over the Capitol, but I'm a Trump supporter. I'm just
Yeah, I'm not. So my boyfriend was, I wasn't. So you know.
Michelle, you're muted, Michelle.
You're muted, Michelle.
Oh, there you are. Now I can
you are.
I haven't said anything yet.
Oh.
I'm out in
You
the
would-
snow. I don't have any shoes on, but look at my garden.
You don't have any
Wow.
shoes on?
No.
She's barefoot
Are
in
you
the snow.
insane?
Michelle, get your rear end back
we don't
inside
You're
and
not
put some
from
shoes
Iceland,
on.
Michelle, or Norwegian. So get back in.
Get your shoes back
You're
on,
not-
woman.
You're not a freaking polar bear. Get your ass in the house.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. I'm not too
Only-
tornado. Listen, let me
Only
do
people
something.
that can pull that off is they got to be in a 2-piece bikini and an ice water bath, and you ain't got it. So come back
Oh
in
yeah,
now.
the polar run. The polar run. Hold on, I gotta turn my camera off and my mic. My daughter's coming down the stairs.
You ever see those channels where the girl is dipping themselves in ice cold water somewhere in Iceland or Alaska or Russia, and they dip and they come out like it's all good and gravy? I'm like, what?
I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna
Nope.
put the window. Rob's putting his
Oh my
plow
God.
on his four-wheeler plows and not. I don't know. It's not cooperating with him.
Now I would do that for a few dollars, for a couple of $1,000. I would, but
Oh, yeah.
when I come out of here, I got a helicopter out to the hospital because I know I'm gonna be sick.
In Maryland, right beside the there's a park, and they do a polar bear plunge every year for like the state police or something or law enforcement. They do a big. They all run into it wearing nothing but a damn bathing suit and run back out. Hell with that crap.
My
They're
next
wearing
thumbnail is going to be.
Let's be honest here. They're wearing a Speedo.
Hey, my next thumbnail is going to be me sitting in the middle of the snow in my bikini. Okay.
Oh, that'd be
You think I'll get views?
You know what? Hold up. You can Photoshop it because we don't want to get you in trouble. So you can Photoshop it like everybody's doing now. They got these little cartoons with people faces on them.
Oh, I'm not going to Photoshop it. I'm going to do it.
You're gonna do it, Michelle? Get out of here. Hold up, Michelle. But hold up. But then we gotta stop Drops because Drop might confess his love to you. If nobody saw that live.
I don't. Were you guys on that live when Drops was trying to hit on? Who was he hitting on?
Debbie. Now she changed her channel name to Debbie's Home Place.
Okay.
Soldier.
I thought it was Southern. I thought it was
Sojourner
Kentucky.
or
It
something
went
like that.
Kentucky, Southern Kentucky or
Yeah, she was
Southern.
old Sojourner,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
And that live, Michelle, I blame Michelle and Line Crust for that to happen. Because
Homer had ice cream when they were on there, and that Drops was hitting on her, and we were just egging him on. It was so
Michelle was egging him on and Line Crust. I'm like, see, I'm blaming y'all two for that nonsense that happened. Yeah, that came out of left field. He's like, wait, what? Guy goes out this way, Will. He goes, you know, Red, I like you. I'll be with you forever, Red. He was just going like he was confessing love for the girl.
and we'll travel the world. And Homer's like, dude's got a lot of money, he could do it.
Yeah, because what she did was she didn't know who the guy was, right? The guy is one of these little. I ain't gonna say because people be lurking behind people, but yeah, he has a few dollars in his pocketbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she pulled this little stupid stunt that I didn't like, where she was like, "Well, when we move into Florida," I was like, "Oh, don't do that, Debbie, because you be packing your shit by tomorrow."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta go. My kids are yelling at me to get off the computer so they can come down and cook dinner for tonight.
All right. Thank you, Des.
Good seeing you.
Bye, guys.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, because sometimes if you challenge somebody or you thinking you saying something to somebody, they be like, "No, I got that kind of money." I was like, "Oh, don't do that." Because
It went on for probably 45 minutes. In fact, Homer was getting ready to go, and he couldn't leave because it was going on and on.
Because Michelle.
Oh,
Hey, hold up. And then Michelle didn't do no better by the morning because we said, well, nobody's going to watch a 6-hour live to see that ending. Here go Michelle. She pinned it up in the comments saying, y'all need to go watch the last hour of that live. We like, what the hell Michelle just did? She told everybody, get about the rest of the live. Go to the last hour to fast forward people to see the last hour of that show. I was like, what Michelle did up here? I looked at the comments.
It was funny. It was really funny.
It was funny.
That's as bad as that rock that used to come into.
I was just thinking about that.
Glenn and April's.
Oh yeah, I wasn't on that one.
Hitting on Red. They put a
on me.
video up.
I
Put a
know.
video up with his wife in it.
I mean, he was hitting big time on me, and then he comes in, and then he made a mistake one night of saying he's married. Well, the next live, he started flirting with me again. I went, I don't think your wife would appreciate that very much, do you?
It was funny. It was yours.
I waited. I told him, Glenn and April, I'm going to be polite.
I haven't seen him
but
since.
I'm going to be
either.
assertive. But
I gotta clean my camera.
I'm going to cut him down by his knees. And I did. And April's like, yeah, go for it.
I haven't seen him since.
Maybe he felt like a fool.
Yeah.
Grab him. Be back.
He's been blocked.
Oh, I haven't seen anything of him. I don't know.
Yeah, that was like so weird. Like, oh my God, we lost Michelle. Yeah, but that was so weird, man. I'm sitting there like I'm ready to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I will be with you forever. I'm a lifer. I can take you away from all your stuff. I'm like, wait, where is this going? Where is this coming from? She blushing. Then here come Michelle, and Lion Crush comes in. Again. So I mute him, right? Unmute him. Like, dude, you going crazy right now. But found out he was drinking. And he was confessing some nonsense. And Michelle and Lion Crush was having so much fun, just pushing and egging it on. And I was sitting there like, oh, let it go. And it just went on and went on. Like, wow. It was crazy. But I couldn't find out he was drunk. And he got embarrassed. He haven't been around. He came on it live yesterday with Hands in the Dirt. That's the first time I seen him. But he's been embarrassed. He haven't been in the lives.
He was on a live last night with somebody.
Yeah, Hands in the Dirt.
No, somebody else. I was on a live, and I can't remember whose it was, and he was on there.
Are you talking about Drops?
Yeah.
Oh, I left him a comment, and I got some stock advice from him. I've been watching. Hopper said he got money, and I'm like, oh, he's got stocks. I'm talking to this man. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's one of them shows. He can become a part of a show, a crime show, as far as I can concerned. You know what I mean? Don't just go like this. Just go, hi. How you doing?
He can do a CSI.
Yeah. That's when Debbie was trying to act like, yeah, when we gonna do? I'm like, oh, don't do that. Next, you know, the man be knocking on your front door.
Oh, she was so embarrassed.
But then she was trying to come back with a smart comment about when we gonna move to Florida. I said, oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like I tell people, I know him through YouTube. I don't know him as a person, but sometimes that crazy guy will come knocking on your door because you told them when you're moving and you realize he found you and be knocking on your front door. Because you thought you were saying something smart. Those were them Looney Tunes come in and play. And don't say, oh, he's from the Bible farmer.
Idea for here, since we got like 8 guns in the house.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, for anybody, you don't know these people.
Yeah.
You don't grow up.
Exactly.
Well, you just don't. You never know who's going to show up at your door at any time.
Yeah.
So we have cameras all around our house, so we kind of have that security to know. But still, when we're out in the yard and stuff, you just never know who might say, "Oh, there's their garden. There's their this." You know.
Right. I know. I got to stay on my kid about that because I mean she's just recently a teenager and. So she's messing around on the internet and whatever. He had met some boy. She'd been like playing this video game with him forever. Next thing you know, he's got the house number. I was like, Zuri, like,
yeah,
no. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't know these people.
I'm glad you said what her name was. It ain't my son because that's not the girl he's talking to.
Right.
Yeah,
but you know what? Well, that's how it is now. That's how these kids are dating now.
Yeah, but it's scary, bro. But it's scary.
Yeah. Technology's changed since we were kids.
And you know what? We always thought, and I'm not even gonna lie, we always thought it was older men, but it ain't older men. It'd be young 16, 17-year-old boys who lost their shit.
Right.
Well, I can't say anything because that's how I met Steve. Was through another online.
Well, that's fine, but
you're an adult. You're an adult, not a teenager, and you know what you know. Whereas a teenager is just like, oh, it's a boy. I'm going. He likes me, you know?
Right.
Or he's saying he's gonna come and visit her. Or he's gonna come visit her at the Waffle House up the road because she don't want dad to know about it.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath. He's one of them retardos that we hear about.
Yeah, kids disappear all the time.
Have you watched any of that Dad Challenge podcast? Dad Challenge podcast. Have you watched any of his videos?
Is that where the guy goes after the pedophiles?
Well, he's the one that is calling out all these family vloggers for filming their kids and putting all their kids' personal information out on their videos.
Nope, that ain't happening.
Well, there's a the big family vloggers that do this. There's a new legislation that's been introduced about how when the kids turn 18, if they want all of their content with their face in it taken down, they can tell their parents they want to delete all the videos.
Oh, it's gonna pass because ain't the boy that was in Nevada's album is suing them.
Maybe I don't.
Okay, the baby, the little baby that was in Nevada's.
Oh, Nevada, yeah.
He's suing the record company or the people in Nevada. He's suing them for his picture. He actually the lawsuit against that album cover because he's the little boy in the album, but his mom and dad he was a baby. So like we said, I can see that legislation pass because it's not. That's funny because it could go away, but I can see how America is now. It'll pass because at the same time, your kid is young. You do what you do. You parental guidance over him. So if you put your kid in a film or JC Penney's magazine back then, they was babies, they're cute little babies. So I don't know
that's the Team Spirit album.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, they're talking about like all the vloggers on YouTube now that their whole family their whole channel revolves around their family and what their kids do. And it's like took my kid to the ER and just a lot of things like that. And I would hate to be a kid in that family. I know when we first started this channel, my grandkids are on it a lot, and now I won't film them. Not very often will you see my grandkids because there's so many creepers out there.
Well,
that's why you don't see my kids in my videos.
Yeah.
I watched the video this morning, and I'm not gonna put his name out there. He's a big YouTuber in the Homestead thing, and he's in Oklahoma. And in this video today, he dropped his kids off at school, show them where the schools are, and stuff like that.
No way. Dude, I'm so protective of my kids. Like,
Well, did you hear what happened to Roman Atwood about a year ago?
Who?
Roman Atwood. He's another. What?
Smile Moore.
He's another big YouTuber. He's in Columbus, Ohio. Well, somebody breached his security. And when I say breached his security, I mean they turned off their electric. They would start their cars. They knew where their kids were. They had cameras in their home watching inside, security cameras. They breached those. They sent screenshots or video of what they recorded from their camera inside their houses to them.
Oh my God.
See, I got cameras in my house, but nobody's running butt naked but me in the house. If they want to see my soggy crack in the butt and them paws hanging down by my knees, so be it.
I'm going to be stuck with them.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one who walks around my house in my drawers. So if you want to see the crack of my back, my butt, and them balls that's already down to the kneecaps,
I feel you.
I so want to sing the Continental Soldier song right now.
Well, I know, but now it's like they're going to start protecting the kids and their safety.
Good.
Even with all these homestead channels that show all their kids, that's their whole channel. You know, it's the homesteading and the kids and what the kids are doing. And so I
would ask the same question, just playing devil advocate. How many women are in these big channels where is they really in those bikinis because they want to, or are they doing what their husband told them?
Oh, they're doing what their husband told them. But we'll get more views that way. Of course they get more views. And why do you think I'm going to go sit in the front yard in my bikini? I'm kidding.
But you know what? I just had this discussion on MB Heritage. You know, maybe we were on Glenn and April's channel. You know, there's that one girl that does that off-grid thing, you know, and she's always in a bikini in the snow.
I
And she's
remember.
got a million views.
Yeah.
You know, there's three things that get views: drama, sex, and curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
if I don't reach my 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving y'all heads up in this chat right now. I am going to hire the college girls that live in the house above me and the one down there. They are probably from Oklahoma or Missouri because they are corn-fed girls, and they be out there. Listen, they don't have no shame. These young girls at Sacred Heart College, they be on the front lawn like this, boobs here. Corn-fed. Listen, they be out there like beep, beep, beep. They out there.
Homer, listen, Homer.
There's one down there. She washed her car, and they not even Daisy Dukes. They must be Jessica Dukes because they're not even Daisy. They are all the way up there. Like she should have just came out butt naked. There's no kidding. And you sitting up there. She got them big, nice jugs. They perky because they 28, like they college kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, bro, the water hits that. You can see the Oteoles.
Okay, Homer.
So I said, if I don't hit my 1,000 subscribers this year, hold up. I'm going to go down there. I can pay you $100 to come pick my potatoes and my tomatoes. Come up to my house. And I'm going to say I got my cousins and my daughter's friends from college on microphone. They're going to collect the chicken eggs. I'm going to be filming them like this. But they actors. I'm going to pay them. If I got to pay them in cash or I got to pay them in weed. And which one of y'all want?
Okay, I got to say this because my brain won't let it go. As soon as Michelle said that she was going to go out there in the snow with her bikini on, it went flashing through my brain. Nipply much, nipply much, nipply much. I went, go away.
Oh my gosh. Homer, you should have deleted your channel the first time.
I know, but that's what I told people. People think I'm new, and I'm like, I'm not new. I gave it all away. I just walked away from it. But right now I'm at 400.
You want to do that? You talk to a lot of people because we'll just tell you to pause. Pause.
I should have paused it, but I got so upset with the racism that I was like, F this fucking thing, and I left.
Yeah, well,
and
I want to share this one story with y'all, but I mean, it is so racy.
That's a funny way to put it.
I don't know if this would be proper to share.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, then don't share it.
Red with you, just go ahead and do it.
Oh, here we go.
I done told you how me and Steve was, how we screwed with each other badly. And we were going out one day, and he was hungry, so he stopped by to get him a sandwich at none other than a damn gas station.
A sandwich at a gas station.
What's wrong with that?
That's a bubble gut sandwich right there.
She's got no sandwiches ever.
He gets me one, and I got one, and we're driving down the road, and like I said, I don't know where the hell we were going that day. But all of a sudden, I hear, this tastes like ass. And I looked over at him and went, what? He said, this sandwich tastes like gas. But let me try it. So he gave it to me, and I took a bite and chewed it. I said, this don't taste like gas. Trust me, I've tasted ass before. This tastes nothing like it. I thought he was going to wreck the fucking truck that day.
Really? That was way too much information about you tasting ass before.
Everybody's talking at one time. What?
Where is Rob?
He's in the garage.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm saying you watching you puff. I know he's watching this or was watching this. So
Red just said she tastes ass.
Yeah, I'm good now. It's all good. I don't think
you cannot make this up, Michelle. Red just said can't taste the butt cheeks.
The story.
Now I can see me thinking Will might say something like that because sometimes you might miss the other hole and hit the other hole when you lick it. Men might get to taste ass every now and then.
Well, the thing is, I honestly thought he was going to
How
rape
do
his
you take ass?
sister.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, he was not expecting that at all. He was laughing so hard he was crying.
I bet
Shaky,
the other person probably wasn't expecting that either. But you know,
shaky.
Uh,
I don't think
One of the
Homer's
things I
heard the
got from
story
this
about
man,
Rob and me.
I didn't see that coming.
What happened with you and Rob, Michelle?
Oh,
Shaky,
she
go
thought she
ahead.
was sneaky. No, she thought she was sneaky. I said I just caught her ass smoking. Well, she thought she won't smoke behind Rob's back, and she's outside smoking. Forgot about the damn video camera, security cameras, and Rob's watching it.
I never talking about that.
yeah.
He's watching me on the camera, and he's like, "So when did you start smoking?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "The camera." I'm like, "Oh."
That's funny.
I know. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about those. I set the I every time I like walk by the camera, it sent a person alert to him, you know.
You know what I do with my camera? You don't want to see people see. I unplug it. I unplug the whole camera.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. Well, that's smart.
Unplug the camera. If you're gonna go out
Oh,
and smoke a cigarette on the porch, unplug that camera. Just unplug that camera.
well, I don't
Right.
need to anymore. Now he buys it for me.
I mean, you're caught now. It's over with. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if you smoke on a channel. That don't bother me. I just didn't know if he still knew you were doing it, if you were still hiding. And that's why I was like, do you realize he was just on here watching? You're sitting there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. In fact, our whole house smells like an ashtray right now because I smoke in the house.
Well, Rob, if you're watching, Rob, any married man know you're not going to win the fight, so just don't even talk about it tonight.
Yeah, Rob don't win the fight because those cameras. If Michelle said she said something and Rob said I didn't, no, you didn't. Michelle rewinds the camera now. I've learned to do that too. Like, listen, you're
She's in there with the cats and the dog, like Exhibit A here. Let's see this.
Oh, let me tell you something. I tried that shit. One time too. Got in an argument with Jackie and got accused. So I recorded her one time. Whether I was right or not, that was the wrong thing to do. Period.
Period. Not gonna win.
I'm gonna get beat up over that shit.
right.
Not gonna win.
The cameras have saved me a few times and proved me wrong a few times, I must say. So we don't listen to that.
Hey guys, I appreciate you letting me share these stories.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I still want to know how. I don't care. Behind the scenes, look, you call me, let me know how you taste ass before. I just want to know.
I gotta get off here anyway
It was
because I've
just
been on for
something
2
that
hours.
came out of my mouth. I
Hey,
never
Jackie.
know what's going to come out of my mouth. It's just,
Jackie
it's
was
just
nice
like
enough to
it's
let me,
there.
come on
Was that
while
Steve?
she's not watching the show.
What was that?
What was that, Steve?
I said, I got to get ready to get off here anyway. I've been on for 2 hours. Jackie was nice enough to take a break from her movies and let me come on here.
Oh,
And then she finished her schoolwork so I could do it because we live in such a small little place that we're on top of each other. So
okay.
she had a paper to write today and her school's more important. Matter of fact, the school week where she goes to and what I'm supposed to be going to is right there in your town. Will.
Oh yeah.
Grand Canyon University, Phoenix, Arizona.
There you go.
All right.
Oh,
So I don't have no room for my. Matter of fact, I only got 2 couches now. I got rid of the other couches. I ain't got a place for you to sleep. So you get off this internet, and so you don't get put outside, or you be on the next Greyhound over down the Will.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
there's
be
Rob
sharing
right there.
the, queen
Rob is
size
watching
air mat.
me. I'm watching.
Where's Rob?
Right there watching. He's right here in the chat.
Oh, I can't see the chat.
I told you he was watching.
Yeah, that's okay.
He's watching you. He's watching. That kind of sounds creepy.
Oh, he's watching. Rob's such a good
Hey,
guy.
Gary Johnson. I haven't had that since I was a kid. The mini hot dogs with barbecue sauce. I used to eat that with the mini hot dog with the barbecue sauce with rich crackers.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Hell
I had
yeah.
some of those the other day when I was at Jeff's. They
Yeah.
were good.
Oh man, he over here, Gary Johnson, saying that he had a bowl of mini hot dogs with barbecue sauce. I used to eat those joints with the rich crackers, man.
With grape jelly in it too. I made something with grape jelly and the mini hot dogs and barbecue sauce, and It turned
I've
it's like
heard of it.
sweet and sour. It's something like that. I did.
I've heard of something like that. Yeah,
And you done made me hungry, man.
I know.
Well,
I-
guys, thank you all very much for coming in on this live. I appreciate it, especially in the
Mhm.
middle of the day on Sunday.
Yep.
Thanks I
for having me.
appreciate you letting me come in here and cry.
Hey,
And
look, if it makes you feel better, it's all worth it to me.
Listen, I had frustration this afternoon. There's a girl that did a live stream and really badmouthed me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just found that out like an hour ago.
Well,
Yeah,
what's the channel so we
Smack
can go
the
visit?
shit out of her. The
yeah.
internet makes people
We're
too
just,
brave.
we're
Oh,
just
let me
gonna
give you
let it
some
roll off.
Hold up, Michelle and Rob, y'all. Let me give you some advice. The man who cuts people out on lives. Every action against you doesn't need to respond. The best thing is don't even respond back to it.
That's
Trust
it.
me.
Yeah.
Don't even respond back to it.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I told Rob. It's not even worth.
responding. Because when I respond back, I done cussed everything from here to Jerusalem. So, and I deleted those videos. I deleted those videos because when I look back, I was like, Lord have mercy. I let my shit go. And I just like, wow.
They wanted that. Why are you letting them trigger you? You know?
Yeah.
Well, there was a comment left that I did respond to the comment. That was it's just I did that and then now I'm letting it go. But the comment was on my channel. So it was my property there, and I'm okay with the comment. I stand behind the comment, but other than that, I'm just going to let it go, whatever. Because I know I'm not a bad person. Rob and I are not, but you know.
You're talking to the choir because anybody who's been around me long enough, the Shaky family, I was there when the racists came in the Lazy Acres family homestead. So we know about that first race of racist. I caught race as hell. That's why people don't realize when I stopped the channel because we were looking at the racists. It got bad at one time when things happened in America where it got real bad.
Yeah. Well, next time you talk to us and you go on pause.
Yeah. It got to my email was going bananas. I started to threaten people. I was like, man, F. And you laugh when I said, I was like, F this. And they can tell you. They woke up with me. I was just done. I deleted.
I know you were going. I know that. I was one looking for you. Where'd he go?
Deleted the whole channel. Wasn't like pause. I deleted the videos. I deleted the whole channel.
Speaking of Lazy Acres, before I go, keep them in your prayers. Glenn is really is having issues.
Again?
Well, he's having gallbladder appendix issues. So he's having a hard time. I'm hoping they get him a surgeon and get this taken care of soon. But keep him in your prayers.
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
That's why they haven't been doing their lives.
Okay.
So yeah, just keep them in your prayers.
Okay.
Yep. Y'all take care. Shaky, nice name talking to y'all. Nice meeting you, Willie, again. Hey, Red, Paula.
Bye,
I mean,
everybody.
I'm about to say Miss Poor Michelle, but she put poor in there. But Michelle.
Poor Michelle. She is poor Michelle.
Poor Michelle. That's because everybody says poor Rob all the time. No. All right. I'll see everybody later.
I don't know
all right,
later.
watching,
but thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Thank y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Love you guys. I hope you feel better, Red.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We love you.
Love you too.
All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Stay warm. If you're in a cold place, stay cool if you're in a hot place. And God loves you, so do I. Have a good one. See ya.